All right, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to make a sermon thumbnail. Okay, a sermon thumbnail. So let's go. So I'm going to go to my church, and so we are eChurch. And so once I go there, boom, click the logo. I'm gonna look at the last service, and because I don't have a picture per se of by my phone, normally I would use my phone or a professional camera. When the speaker is speaking, I would take a professional picture. But here is a backup option if you don't have all of that at your church. Okay, you would find a shot that you like, a pose where maybe the person is smiling, looking forward or looking to the audience, and you want to freeze the frame at a good spot. Okay, hold on. We're gonna look at it. Hold on. We're gonna look at it, and we want to freeze it at a good spot, whether the person's smiling or at least their mouth is not like wide open or just awkward. We don't want to get an awkward pose, but we're gonna get it. Hold on. Once you freeze it, I like the where we started from, where she was actually smiling. So let me drag this back a little bit. Hold on, right there. You see that? All right, boom. So there we go. We found something where she's actually um, smiling, or the facial, um, her face kind of give the attention of, man, I want to watch this. It's not like aggressive or anything like that. It's more warm or welcoming. I like those better. You have some dynamic shots where people are more angry in the picture. That works as well. If it's like a dynamic preaching type of title that's gonna happen, that's fine too. But this title, it works for like purpose and so forth, smiling and all of that type of stuff. So I'm going to Command Shift on my MacBook, Command Shift, and I'm going to do a screenshot, which is Command Shift, I believe 3, Command Shift 3, and it comes there. And what I want to do is to go to Canva. Let me see if I got it, and if it's not there, let me go to my screenshots. I believe it's on here, screenshots, and I dragged it too fast. Let me do it again. All right, Command Shift 3. Okay, I'm actually gonna let it save this time, and then I'm going to go to my folder. I'm gonna look in there for the screenshot. Boom, there it is. I'm gonna drag it in Canva. Sometimes Canva will load it. If not, you just reload it right here. Just keep doing it, keep doing it over and over until it loads. All right, there we go. It's coming. All right, there, blue is loaded. All right, go in uploads, boom, drag it over there. You can crop it. In. You don't have to. You could just click up here and say remove background right here. BG remover, boom, background has been removed, boom, right there. All right, make sure it's clean and nothing is like our finger or eye or something is not gone. So once we have that clear, boom, what we can do is we can go to text over here, and we can go to a font. Can drag it there if it didn't go there. And her title is, I believe, title is walk into your purpose from past to purpose. Walk into your purpose. All right, walk into your purpose from past to purpose. What I want to do is not to overcomplicate things. You want to make things clear, which means that simple, less words bring more clarity. The more you say, the more confused it becomes. So even sermon titles want to make sure it is short as well in sermon titling. So we're just gonna put walk into your purpose, and then from past to purpose. I like how they did it here. It's small, but again, this type of graphic here is more on the sense of it's not modern, it's not contemporary. It just states what's happening in the text or what the sermon title, but it's not like popping like this. It's not like a Netflix, Apple branded like this is professional, this is so clean. So we want to do the same thing. Want to make sure it's clear, but also want to make sure it's professional as well. All right, and contemporary. So walk. All right, let's do walk. Okay, let's do walk first. Okay, let's do walk. Walk. And then let's go to effect. And let's drop this effect here. And let's make it more on the off-white color. And let's do the same thing for this off-white, both off-white. And what we want to do is to give it effect where it's more soft on the edges. All right, let me see if I can find a font that will give me where it's a little bit soft on the edges. Okay, hold on, it's coming. See what font is this one. One is Antoine. It's Antoine. All right, so let me go back to effect and let me turn down the thickness to like 1 or maybe 2, 3, 7. All right, yeah, good. It's getting there now, getting there. All right, walk into, I believe it's walk into your purpose. So you into your can be together. That's fine. All right, go over there. I don't need it right now. So I just want to get that right first. All right, duplicate this. You can click it and hold on to option and drag, and that's where you get a duplicate. All right, and then purpose. So here is the technique, right? Here is the key. You want to have the speaker's image on one side of the graphic, and then you want to have the title on the other side of the graphic. It could be flipped. Say for instance we flipped it over here, and then the words are also over here. Say for instance it took an image where it's like that. That's the concept. Is speaker needs to be on one side and graphic needs to be on speaker needs to be on one side, sermon title needs to be on the other side. Okay, all right. And then you want it to be big, bold, because YouTube, they're looking for, is it clear when you look at this? Is it clear when people are scrolling? So remember, if it's too thin as people are scrolling, they're gonna miss the title of it because they're looking at the graphic, right? And so the more people click it, the more YouTube want to recommend this. So walk into your purpose, and then now we have this there, this there, this there. We can get the speaker's name. All right, let me just start over. Can get the speaker's name. Make that small. Make that small. It can be her name is Alexandria Fearon. All right, let me make sure I look at it. Alexandria Fearon, and I'm gonna even do the Alex because they do call her Alex. Alexandria Fearon. Make sure I get that right. Yep. All right. So that right there, it's simple and so forth. All right. Let me see if we slapped in from past to purpose. It's down here already. I don't really need it. But it is punchy as well. From past to purpose is good, so it will catch audience's attention too. If I put it there, from past to purpose, and I could do something like, I could do something different that will be more catchy. Hold on, let me see if I find like script. If I type in like script type of feel, and all right, hold on. Nah, don't like it. Don't like it. From past, it needs to be simple. needs to be super simple when it's done. Okay, so let me do like about 100. And I don't want too much. What I'm trying to avoid is not to overdo it. And I'm going to give it a little bit of space where it says letter spacing. Give it a little bit of space and turn it up a little bit more. All right, this became a little bit crowded. I'm gonna do 200, 177, or I can bring it down like that. All right. Trying to see how I don't make over here like a flyer, because it's not a flyer. It's more of it's a thumbnail. So all right, let's see. Nope. Want to make sure that it doesn't take away from what I'm trying to make them here online. Okay, so you have to feel it out sometimes as you put in more words. You see, when you look at that now, for instance, let me duplicate this. If I did that and I do that, which one stands out more to you? The one that stands out more is this. Which one can you see better? Is this walk into your purpose, Alex? Right? So it's easier to see. Here it's like, oh man, it's a lot happening, right? So therefore, as we are creating, want to make sure that that it's not too much that is on the flyer. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. So let's see. Walk into your purpose, from past to purpose. All right. All right. Let's see how we can still use this. Walk into your purpose, from past to purpose. And then see this into. I want to do something with this into. All right, so I'm gonna do this. I can do something like all right. All right, watch this. I'm trying to create this, but you see it's too long. And so because the font that I'm using makes it too long, it's not good. So it doesn't look good. So I'm just gonna keep it simple. Sometimes I might do like a design in it, but it's too long. So therefore, you don't want to make it too long. Okay. All right. So boom, boom, boom. Let's see if we even take the green from her shirt. Make that stand out. Make this. All right, I'm gonna go for the logo for this church. I'm gonna drop this circle. Boom. Okay. All right, so now I got, delete that. Now I got what I'm trying to do graphic wise. All right, so walk into your purpose from past to purpose, and then boom. Now I want to get a background, so let's get background. So you go over here with elements, you type in modern grain background, and watch this. You see modern grain background, it pulls up the actual grainy type of feel background. You want to go to the photo section, and then you want to pull up something that will match, that will blend in right with the background. Okay, so that's red. Let's see. No. I want something more of the darker feel. All right, so this is playing around with what really fits. Sometimes when you're doing a series, you can just use a series on all the different ones that will be coming in, right? And then say for instance, boom, I can click the graphic, I can do edit, I can add different filters on it, and I can go down here as well to duotone. So I duotone, and I can change the tone that I'm looking for. So like purpose gives that green feel, of course, and that red that is on her dress right here, I could do that. We can get away with this big time. All right, this has like a white outline. We want to take it off. So you can go here, none. All right, from past to purpose, walk into your purpose. Or we can put it on and make it green. So make this part actually green so it blends in. All right, give it that soft edge. Walk into your purpose from past to purpose. Now we have a thumbnail, right? Now we have a thumbnail. Okay, now we have a thumbnail. Modern. It has a green effect in the back. Simple, clear words are where they need to be, so it stands out. Walk into your purpose. And if they want a little bit more from past to purpose, if it were me, most times I'm not doing that. Qualified when canceled. That's it. But walk into your purpose from past to purpose. That's not a problem. All right. But you want to make that smaller and make that the main thing. The action step in the sermon stand out. All right. Yeah, you want to make sure that that's standing out. And boom. Sometimes you might add one more tip, and that's a shadow to make it pop off the background a little bit. And then you want to turn it down. Can fix the angle, and you want to make sure it turn down low, just a little bit off the background, and that's it. It hardly noticeable, but it's actually there in the edges. All right. Yep. That's about it. But you want to use your phone to take this, so it's sharp. Okay. Your phone or an iPhone, or if Android is up to date, then you can do that as well. But just make sure it's sharp, and you just drop it in, and that's about it. Yep. There we go. Walk into your purpose from past to purpose. And we got that. Yep, we're done now. And you just export, go over here, download JPEG, because sometimes PNG file too large, so YouTube won't accept it. But once you download it, let me see, nope, 16. Boom, download. And that's it right there. Boom. And then you just go to YouTube, and drop it in YouTube. All right. If this video helped you, please subscribe, please like, please share with somebody, watch it with your media team, and hope this will really take your graphic design and your YouTube channel to a whole nother level as you implement this system. God bless. Peace.